Oh, are you hosting this week?
Hey everybody, and welcome back to episode...
Oh, shit. I don't know, 6, 7?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 7 of the What's Happening podcast with myself, your host, Spencer Miller, at the Basement Gamer GMR. And joining me, as always, my beautiful co-host.
More beautiful when you can't see her. Shelby.
She's got a face for radio.
Yeah, I do. Number 7.
This is our 7th. Lucky number 7.
We're almost to 10.
We are almost to 10, which means we are almost halfway to half a year. Wait. We're halfway to half a year. We're a quarter of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Because we do it every other week.
Right.
So 13 will be half a year for us of doing this podcast.
Oh my god.
Right?
I don't know. What's 52 divided by 2?
26.
So
that's how many podcasts we'll do. 13 would be half.
I see.
So 7 is a quarter of a year.
Thank you all for coming to this math lesson. You've all graduated. Congratulations.
Today we are going to be jumping into...
more Netflix.
No, we're not going to talk about any shows. We did watch Jojo Rabbit. It's really good.
Stop talking about it.
But that was it. So we didn't really do a ton of binging, watching, or anything like that. Kind of took a couple weeks off from that. We still had our typical movie night, but nothing really worth talking about. We are going to instead be focusing on the unsolved smell.
The solved smell?
From last week has now been solved.
It was solved within 2 hours of us recording that.
Maybe. Shelby will be providing us a live update.
A trash date?
From the field on the trash problem in the apartment.
Trash problem?
Took a little trip.
Oh, yeah.
To a Goodwill, and we'll talk about that. And I'm going to talk about my little personal venture on the side. My side hustle, if you will.
Yeah?
With good old Basement Gamer.
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, shit.
We're going to talk about that, and then obviously we will wrap up with everybody's favorite
update on
topic.
Bug Snacks.
We're going to talk about Bug Snacks. So, let's get into it. The weird smell.
Oh my god. This was infuriating because, like I said, we figured it out the day we recorded this.
So, what in the world smells like death and fecal matter at the same time?
Well, it would have to be something nature related.
Okay, so it would have to be something that is capable of dying.
Right. So, like alive at one point.
An organism of some sort. Yeah. A plant could be,
A plant would be a good idea.
So, we're starting to narrow it down. And
we also...
what would smell like fecal matter? What would smell...
something that comes from the dirt, probably?
Something that's like really great, like carrots or...
Uh-huh. Oh, it was carrots. Yeah, we actually found No, it wasn't carrots.
What was it?
Well, one, I do want to say, the smell was also coming from a very strange place in our apartment. That, like, it wasn't actually the kitchen.
So we have a walk-through pantry.
Yes, that leads to the kitchen. But, like, you didn't smell the smell in the kitchen. So that was, like...
No.
That's why I really didn't think it was food. Because our pantry, for the most part, except for literally one item, is dry goods.
Yeah.
So my brain was like... For the most part, besides like extra liquids and whatnot, but it's dry goods. So I was like, there's no way it's food because it'd be coming from the kitchen.
It's also...
we forgot the one thing we store in the pantry.
The spot that the pantry is like, it's very narrow.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of assumed, like, you know, right on the other side is like basically a nowhere alleyway. We were like, maybe something died out there.
Honestly, yeah, I would have bought it because, you know, like we have windows on either side of the pantry, so it could have been kind of like seeping through. Doesn't make sense why we're smelling in...
terrible word.
Doesn't make sense. That's what it was doing. Doesn't make sense as to why we would smell in the pantry, but still. Anyway, the one not dry good we kept in our pantry that for some reason I didn't think to check, or by checking I glanced over it and it looked fine, was a 5-pound bag. That wasn't 5 pounds, but whatever. Of potatoes. that was literally fine except one freaking potato. One literal potato at the very bottom of the sack had rotted, essentially. It was now liquid. Like, I'm not joking. It shot out onto my foot and I wanted to vomit, but I was like, stay calm. You're not vomiting.
You're like, if you vomit, Spencer will most definitely vomit.
Like, I need to be chill. It smelled, as soon as I picked up the bag, literally liquid went like flying. And I was like, I'm describing this in detail because I lived through it and I'm going to make everyone else live through it. The smell came out immediately and I was like, oh my fucking God, this is it. This is it. There were worms and I'm sure other bugs. But I predominantly saw, I don't know, which makes me think, what did it have a bad potato to start with? Did we not realize? Because it was like on the bottom of the bag. Like every other potato was perfectly fine. We could have cooked it today. But that one potato, it was probably already bad.
We could have cooked it that day.
Yeah. Sorry.
The rest might have gone bad.
Yeah. But still, like, the whole bag was fine. So, like, I'm sure I just glanced over it, maybe partially lifted it, but I'm sure it wasn't bad enough yet that I could smell it when I lifted it, like when I was checking in the beginning. But every other potato was fine. It was one. So I don't know if it was partially, like, bad when we got it. Did it maybe have a worm when we got it? I don't know. I feel like you would have noticed something like that, but maybe not. But yeah, it was so disgusting. I like quadruple bagged it and threw it away because the last thing I wanted was, one, it exploding in our garbage can, because that smell, they don't clean them. So that smell would stay there forever and we would smell that every time we went down there. So I like quadruple bagged it. Also, I didn't want it dumping on the people who take our garbage out because I would feel terrible for them. So yeah, it was very heavily bagged and thrown away, unfortunately, which really sucks. I was really upset about it, but at least we found out what it is. The smell, we cleaned everything. The smell went away within a couple hours and it was all solved. Mystery solved. It was so gross. I like wish I'd taken a picture almost.
I was dumbfounded, honestly. I was like, how? How did that happen?
I was so dumbfounded that it was just one potato in a whole pack.
Like, we didn't... I don't know. Like, it's not like we had them for that long.
No, they weren't new. They weren't old.
They weren't new.
They weren't new. No,
Clearly.
They weren't old.
Yeah. No, they weren't that old.
They were like maybe a week old. Week and a half max.
But, let me tell you, it was
an adventure.
Terrible smell.
And at least we only dealt with it for like 48 hours and then it was gone and we were done.
You figured it out. You super sniffed it.
It was driving me crazy.
Yeah.
But we did it.
Yeah.
So to all the speculating we did in that last episode, we're like, something died.
Yeah, we were like saying how like, oh, we might have to call, but I was like, I know you never want to call.
Thank God we didn't call.
You're the issue.
And we were the issue.
We were the issue.
We would have looked like idiots if we would have called. It would have been like our first night in the apartment where we fried our coffee pot and we called him because we thought we fried the oven too.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure he was like, these idiots have been in this apartment one night.
Yeah.
It's 2 days after Christmas. He's probably trying to enjoy family time. These dumbasses fried their oven day one of living in this apartment. And what the hell am I going to do? We later find out we didn't fry the oven. We only fried our coffee maker. But still, that's just like... that was how we started our impression with our landlord.
So on brand.
It's incredible.
We have a great working relationship with him.
I mean, we do. We haven't done anything.
Yeah.
We, for the most part, figure our own shit out. But, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, weird smell. The apartment doesn't smell because of that anymore.
We just smell.
Gotta love it. Let's jump into something that typically is smelly.
Me.
Trash.
Oh.
And you and your trash update. What have you been doing?
All right. Well,
with trash?
one, to the trash that is in. Oh God, I just got hair everywhere. To the trash that is in our kitchen, in my clean and unclean boxes. I think I've come up with a plan for those, for most of them. Some of them are gonna be used for like storage and stuff, for like food. But I saved a large amount of alcohol bottles. I guess I could say beer bottles. What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, and I saved a lot of those, and because I see always these cool DIYs that involve you like cutting the bottle, that would involve me lighting things on fire in our apartment, and that's probably not a good idea for me.
Yeah.
But what's coming up is my favorite time of the year.
Thanksgiving.
Halloween. And I'm going to make some spoopy ass bottles, you know? I'm going to make some creepy bottles that look like potions and other things.
I was actually thinking about
like
this.
creepy medications and like bat eyes.
I was thinking about it for the month of October.
Yeah.
For like the podcast, you should just host every week.
Should I?
Yeah.
You want to talk about spoopy stuff?
So like you can host. You like the weeks that I'm supposed to host in October, you can just host.
Oh,
like,
really?
You can have an entire month to,
oh my God.
to yourself.
You're so nice.
But I want December all to myself. So.
Is it your birthday month?
Yeah.
Can we just talk about your birthday every?
Talk about Birthonymous.
Birthonymous. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
So October's coming up.
It is, and I'm super excited, and I've been on the Halloween kick already for at least 2 weeks at this point.
Which I don't even understand because we're not even
in September.
Halfway through August.
Yeah, but I need something to look forward to at this point, you know? Also, I need something to look forward to in life. So, yeah. No, it's predominantly because, one, I always look at stuff ahead of time. Shut up, I'm going to hurt you. What?
Nothing.
What do you want to say?
I was so...
No?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I always look at things ahead of time because, in case you didn't know, both of us like to make YouTube videos, but I like to make Halloween...
You like to put effort into it.
Mine just take a little bit of planning, no big deal, no. I like to make Halloween content, and you can't just always just go and release it that day. It takes like planning sometimes and whatnot. So I'm always doing like stuff in advance and DIYing and video.
Especially like making your own stuff and everything.
So that's a lot of the reason why I started getting into it, because I decided I wanted to do more Halloween content this year, even though it's quarantine. But yeah, so I'm getting into it. I'm excited.
I think that's like kind of like clever, and I think kind of a I don't know, it's not very niche per se, but like definitely something that I think, you know, a lot of responsible people will want to take into account, like how can I do XYZ whilst staying in quarantine?
Yeah, I think. So
like, hey, like how can you still have a fun
fall experience?
Halloween,
or whatever.
Christmas, all that stuff.
Yeah.
With, you know, not being able... New Year's will be
a
big one.
Oh my God, it's going to be a weird adjustment year.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are still probably going to go out and do stuff for New Year's. Yeah. I don't think things are going to be at that point. People are still going to do it. But you know what I mean? Like, I think, you know, people who are, you know, maybe more nervous about this kind of stuff, you know...
But still looking for fun activities.
Who still want to do this stuff. I definitely think it's a cool idea to kind of show, like, hey... Like, this is what I've been doing my whole life because I'm a hermit.
Yeah.
Here's how you can do it if you weren't a hermit.
Someone who loves Halloween but has never really gone to Halloween parties, never really, like, done things for Halloween.
Never did the whole college Halloween party. We never went to a Halloween party.
And I don't regret it. I love just doing my own thing.
We threw one, but
that's different.
It was for my residents, and...
Yeah, it was very different. It was a very controlled environment.
They were being, like,
obnoxious, yeah.
You know,
I mean, you were probably the most slutty one there.
Just as the Joker.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, no, but yeah, I've never really done group Halloween activities unless it like involves, like, besides probably the thing with your residents is the most me not knowing people at an event I've done. Besides that, we've just done small things with friends, and that's like so me. I'm like happy with that. Like when I do Halloween stuff, it's just like for my own enjoyment. I don't really care what anyone else wants to do. But yeah, so I hope to do a lot of, I think cooking is going to be a big one this year because you can do that at home, obviously.
You make pie.
I can. Do you want pie?
I love pie.
We don't have any pie tins. But anyway.
Figure it out.
But yeah, stuff like that. But anyway, so that was the small thing about the trash in our apartment. But secondary about this time of year is it is moving season, baby. And it is just the time that people are moving around. And especially because of quarantine, more people are probably trying to get out of certain situations or get into better situations or whatever. And... especially living in a city, I mean, it happens everywhere. People just leave shit on the side of the road all the time, just to make it easier. And so I'm very excited for this next month, roughly, next like 3 to 4 weeks, roughly, yeah. To just peruse the streets, look at other people's trash, and decide if I want it, and probably just have to rely on Spencer to talk me out of it. But I'm big into the DIY, big into trash. I love trash. I love reusing trash. I was telling Spencer this story, but we were walking around and someone had like a pile of free books out the other day, and I went and grabbed a bunch of them. And walking back, I see this little dresser like cabinet situation. It was really small, and I look at it and I like inspect it, just a quick one. I'm like, okay, and I walk back and I'm like, but I'm still thinking about it, right? And so my brain's always like, if you're still thinking about it, you kind of want it, like you're still thinking about it. But I gave it like an hour. I walk back outside. I do a full inspection. I open the doors. I look at it. I like look at every single detail of it. I'm like, interesting. Thing was dirty as hell. I don't know where someone was keeping it, but I was interested. The thing is, 2 girls are chilling on their balcony, completely watch me watch over this thing. But I walk away from it because I was like, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Hours have passed at this point, and I'm like, I need to make a decision right now because tomorrow morning is trash day and I need to do something. I go out because I'm like, I'm doing it. I want this. I walk out and there's trash now piled on top of it, just like bags of stuff, and I get panicked and I'm like, I don't know what to do. The trash guy is mid putting stuff out. I panic. I walk towards it, freak out, turn right back around, walk in. Girls still sitting on the balcony definitely saw me do the whole thing, but I was in such a panic state. I was like, I can't do this. So basically, for the next 3 to 4 weeks, every 2 to 3 days before trash day, I need to just walk around and see people's trash and probably get really anxious about it. That's my story. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I can't wait.
I know, you're really excited.
Ooh. I would say anything that you can carry yourself.
I could have carried this myself. It was small.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's fine. But if I need your help, are you not going to help me?
No, I will, but I need to also think it's worth it. Or else I'm not fucking carrying it, because then I'm going to have to be the one who helps carry it back down when we inevitably throw it away.
Why throw it away?
Depending on what it is. Listen, we don't have a lot of space in this apartment. You said it yourself.
I know.
And you wanted to buy a cabinet thing. Not buy. You wanted to steal. That's what you were doing.
Stealing.
That was theft. A cabinet thing.
No, it was very small, first off. And my hope was to just, like, upcycle it, like, repaint it, maybe take a shelf out or something.
Yeah, sure.
And it either could have turned into a really cute record table situation that I was picturing, and it would have been, like, this really nice green.
For us?
Either for us.
Or where would it go?
Well, we could swap out, or I was like, it could be a cute little coffee situation and replace the little table we have in there, and either we use the table elsewhere, or we give the table away / take it home.
I like it.
I always have like a swap style where I'm like, it can
That's
swap
fine.
out with something
I'm
we
just
have,
saying.
or I redo it and then I just like sell it online
saying.
because it's something I like to do.
If you like get something with the intention of like
Yeah.
using it, and then you realize.
No, I get it. It's definitely a fine line that I constantly am crossing. Anyway, sorry, we can stop talking about my trash.
Did you see what I added?
I could talk about it for hours. I realized as soon as I said,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes. The tales of our death.
So, Mondays
Mondays.
have now notoriously been close calls with the Grim Reaper for us.
They have.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So typically
Mondays
February,
are always close calls.
Typically February is bad for me, but now all of a sudden Mondays are just bad.
It's
for
just
me.
amping up to every week.
So let's backtrack. We were recording this on August 12th. It's Wednesday. So
A week and a half ago.
August 10th
Yeah.
is a Monday. August 3rd. Mondays, if you don't know, are when I stream over on Twitch. And last Monday we decided we were going to do a drinking stream playing Binding of Isaac.
God.
And the idea behind a drinking stream, as with any drinking game, is X rule happens, you drink. We had rules set up for like just drinking like
a sip?
Like a sip of like I drink Angry Orchard, you had some sort of mixed drink. And then we had rules for when a shot would be taken. And then I also have a point system on my channel where you can use points that you accrue from just watching And you can use those to buy certain rewards. So like you can feed Shelby because people will say you can feed their dog. So I'm playing off of that.
Yep.
You can like choose my game. You can highlight your message, all that stuff. You can end the
Make
stream.
him dab.
You make me dab. Yeah, I gotta come up with some better ones. But
We're
for
getting
now,
there. We might add the unsolicited Hannah advice. I think that'd be really fun.
When you can time out Ian.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. One of the other
probably a favorite of everyone
is you can buy me a shot if you accrue enough points. And I have it set that you can buy. I think I can take like 3 shots in a stream.
Yeah.
I have it capped so that way I don't get figgity.
Unless you're intending to that night, right?
So we took off the limit. We halved the points.
Mm-hmm.
And we were set up for a fun stream. The stream lasted 2 hours and probably like 45 minutes.
Which is rather short for us.
Yeah. And we took 6 or 7 shots. In that time span.
We took like 4 of them in the first 10 to 20 minutes.
6 or 7 shots total. I believe I drank 2.5.
I'm like getting shivers thinking about
Angry
it.
Orchards. It was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. It was a bad idea. It was a good idea.
It was a good idea.
It was a bad execution.
And a lot of people said it was very entertaining. So
yeah,
at least, well, we don't know. We haven't watched it back yet.
So you can go back and watch it.
I'm working on it.
Shelby's going to cut it down into a highlights thing. But yeah, like.
Oh my God. We were set up for failure from the beginning because we don't drink a lot.
Yes. One, we're both kind of lightweights.
Yeah.
So like typically 2 Angry Orchards for me, and I'm probably like
we're also not
feeling it.
We've also never been like this is probably like an oversimplification word, but aggressive drinkers. Like we're like no, like we just like we don't like chug drinks. No, like we don't do that. Like we've never really been in like party settings to do that. It's like we're with friends or we might be at a bar and we're just drinking like literally at Angry Orchard or like a mixed drink, or I like to have like a glass of wine, and it's like 1 or 2 of those and you're at a good place. You know, 1 or 2 past that is when you have kind of a weird night. So, like, that's our history with alcohol.
I would say...
I mean, with wine, yeah.
Oh, yeah, with you.
With wine.
With wine, you need a glass.
2.
And you're feeling it.
2.
Get over yourself,
2 glasses of wine.
You can admit to being a lightweight. There's no problem with it.
Oh, I don't have a problem with it.
I'm so proud of it because I can go out
I just know I hit that place when I get 2 glasses.
We just bounce around and I just keep buying 1 rum and Coke each place we go, and I'm cruising.
Yeah.
I'm cruising.
We're very cheap dates.
So, yeah. Well, we're cheap on ourselves, which is fun.
But yeah.
But yeah, so we don't drink a lot.
No.
We hadn't drank a good bit in a while. This was probably the most I've ever drank in one go.
It's definitely close. I might have gone more.
Because of the fact that it was 6 shots.
Yeah.
Like I've had more than 6 drinks in a night, but definitely
the alcohol content though, yeah.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
I don't know.
And the stream ended abruptly. I remember every part of it. Like if somebody was like, do you remember this happening? I almost certainly would remember it happening. I called people.
Oh my God.
That's something I do when I'm drunk, apparently.
It is, absolutely.
And yeah, we ended it abruptly. I felt fine. I stood up, felt fine. And then I threw up in the bathtub.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It was a crazy experience afterwards.
Yeah. The best part was we were sitting in the bathtub just cooling off. Mm-hmm. And I got out because I wanted to just actually lay down in bed. So I went and laid down in bed for a little bit. This I will say, I don't know how long I was laying there.
Not that long.
I can't imagine, but I laid there for a good bit.
Like max like 10 minutes, honestly.
Probably, yeah. And then I knew I needed like water or something, but I also wanted to check on Shelby because she hadn't gotten out of the bathtub. So I went back in.
I was just hanging out.
I went back in.
I was singing.
Bathroom floor, obviously always cool.
Yeah.
So I laid down in the bathroom floor. That felt good. And I couldn't get the taste of vomit out of my mouth.
Yeah.
So I decided I didn't have enough energy to get up and get my brush and everything. I was going to brush my teeth later, but I was like, I can at least just take a quick swig of mouthwash, swish it, spit it onto the toilet. Don't have to really get up, and I can just keep laying. I do that, and I shit you not, 5 minutes afterwards, I threw up again. Which, looking back, is the funniest thing to me. In the moment, I don't think I was that upset about it.
You were just like, whatever at this point.
I was just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, literally, just got the taste out of my mouth.
Yeah.
We've been passed out for like
2 hours,
3 hours. Woke back up, came back out here to the living room, and just kind of really sobered up, and honestly did not feel bad the next day at all.
No, it
didn't feel
really...
bad after waking up either. Like,
no,
head felt a little...
It just felt like tired, like really drained.
Yeah.
That was really it. No, it was honestly, for how quickly we got drunk and how drunk we got, it was a pretty good outing of it. Like, we were fine. Like, even while, like, I mean, it doesn't feel good to vomit, but like, I didn't feel overly terrible. Like, there have been other vomiting drunk experiences where I felt like death. That wasn't quite it.
Wine drunk, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think throwing up wine is fun.
It's not. It's really not. But I've just like felt like definitely way shittier. But so it was like, in all, it was a pretty like lighthearted experience being that sick, because we were just like, you know, we would vomit, but it was like both of us are people who like, and I'm sure a lot of people like this, but like when you see someone else is like sick or like really drunk, you like do your best to snap into like, I'm the responsible one for this moment.
So we kept flip-flopping.
And like if someone was like not talking, we'd be like, hey, how you doing over there? How you doing? Even though we're like barely aware, like it's like you're doing your best to like be the supportive one. But yeah, all of our friends were calling us for the rest of that week. We're demanding we retell them the story, because like we said, we are the ones not known for drinking out of our friend group. Yeah. So they were like, you two got drunk and none of us were there to like basically shit on you, because that's what we do for everyone else.
Yeah. But they could have been there had they gone to twitch.tv/TheBasementGamer. Yeah, no, it was a crazy experience. I've only thrown up, I think, now twice from actually drinking. I threw up one time on the same night that I had one Angry Orchard.
Oh,
Pretty sure that was food poisoning.
That was an alcohol related for sure.
Yeah, no way. No fucking way. But yeah, I honestly think I only have two. This was my second time, I think. Queen of the Castle,
yeah.
The one time, because I had the spins when I laid down.
Oh, yeah,
and
that was rough.
That was like a...
Yeah.
This was like a...
This one was... There was nothing left in our stomachs when we went to sleep.
I don't think I've ever had another moment like that, though. So, yeah.
That was my fourth time. Which, I guess I've balanced basically once a year. Maybe one of those overlapped into 2 a year. But it's basically been close to 1 a year, probably.
Okay.
I had my first time getting sick with alcohol was in Ireland, where I did a wine chugging competition, and I don't even know who won, because we both just like at one point were like, there's too much wine, I don't know. It was wine and mead, which found out I hate mead. And then because everyone else, and it was the night before we were leaving too, so in the morning we were getting on a plane, which was not the night to do a wine chugging competition, and it was the only night of like the whole trip I got actually like drunk, because the rest of the trip I was like, I'm responsible, and then the last night I said fuck it, so I got really drunk, and then I was in said friend's room who I did the competition with, ended up vomiting all over their bathroom. But in my drunken state, I felt so bad about it that I was like half aware but trying to clean their bathroom, and it was such a mess. And like they're calling like my roommate being like, please come get her, like she's drunk, I'm pretty sure she's vomiting. But everyone, and I like literally was like almost in tears apologizing profusely because I felt so shitty, and I apologized like 1,000 times in the morning, but I felt fine. Like it was all out of my system. Like I woke up and felt fine. That was I literally, like, when I got back to the States, I called my mom and I was like, I got so sick and I vomited all over their bathroom. And she was just like, okay, like, cool. Like, why are you telling me this? But I felt so bad about it. And then, I got really sick the end of fall semester senior year. Remember?
Okay.
Because we had to
Yeah.
delay driving home for like an hour because they literally felt so shitty.
That was the one where you threw up at somebody's house, right?
Yeah, that was a weird
Then
experience.
you had
Then I had
the playground.
the playground,
which was also senior year.
senior year, senior week of senior year,
Yeah.
and then that.
You might have a problem. So Ireland and fall semester would have fallen in
On
the
the same year. So yeah,
Yeah, I only think I had the twice, and the one I think was literally. I mean, yeah, I had too much in me from Queen of the Castle, but this was like the first time that was like
it was like
actually,
vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud
I
of you.
typically keep myself at a good spot. Now,
How
like I
else did
said,
we die on Monday?
Monday. Not great. So we decided to go to Goodwill.
Yeah, we did.
Said that at the top of the episode. Shelby is a big thrift whore. Thrifter. Oh my god.
No,
That
but
came out wrong.
Now I really want to do like an Instagram page. It's called Thrift Whores.
Shelby loves to go thrift shopping. I typically enjoy it. For
It
the
would
most
be
part.
like, I love thrifting so much. It would honestly be a dream of mine to own a thrift shop someday.
Shelby could
That's
do
how much
this
I love
probably like
every day of my
Yeah, I
life.
was gonna say like daily or at least every other day.
Oh yeah.
You could go to a thrift store.
Oh my god.
I could do it
I love trash.
once a month
Yeah.
and like it. I can do it
Yeah.
whenever, but I can do it like once a month and I'm like, maybe I'll look at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We got Dunkin' before going, and that's why I'm going to blame this on, because
I
it felt like one of those.
Almost said this probably isn't a good idea because coffee and then
Yeah.
having to walk for almost
Now,
45
typically
minutes.
coffee doesn't make me need to shit my pants. However, on this particular day,
Also-
it did.
Also, our Goodwill is like super far away.
45-minute walk.
And I didn't feel like driving because
Yeah.
parking's a pain in the ass.
Also, it was a nice day.
It was
out.
a really nice
hot,
day,
but,
yeah.
like, whatever. We don't really like do long walks like that, so it was kind of like we might as well. Like,
Yeah.
why waste the gas? Why
Yeah.
try to find the parking? Why do all that shit? The drive would have been like nothing, so it would have felt more pointless. It felt stupid in the long run to walk. The other bad thing was we didn't bring water with us.
I know, which I literally
was
said
so
to myself
stupid.
I should have.
Which was so stupid.
It was like
on my
90
part.
degrees.
It was so hot. So we got back. We were hella dehydrated. So I think it was a mix of dehydration.
Absolutely. The
just
only thing we'd
super
consumed.
sugary iced coffee from Dunkin'. Sometimes Dunkin'. I love their iced coffee,
Yeah.
but like later on in the day, my gut gets like all like meh.
Same.
So we're standing in Goodwill. And I'm following Shelby around. And I'm starting to kind of get this feeling, but I'm like, it's nothing. Like I don't like. It's like literally gonna pass.
Yeah.
But then it was one of those ones where like it goes through your stomach and like straight to your asshole, and you're like, if I were a fart right now, like little poop's coming out, right? And it like felt like one of those, right? And so like butthole is so clenched. It passed though. It was like one of those ones where like it like hit you and it scared you. It like tickled and then it stopped.
You have the weirdest experiences.
So I really was not scared. I thought we were going to be okay. Shelby was like, I need to do 20 more things in here.
Shut up.
I was like,
Listen, I was making that
okay.
trip worth it. We walked
Yeah.
almost an hour to
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
We only spent like an hour in the store.
I don't even think even.
Yeah. And so,
So-
it was like almost a 3-hour round trip for a less than an hour experience. Also, I'm in there and like I know you're not always super into it, so normally you're just like on your phone or like whatever. But like you were being like extra quiet, and I was like, is he just really bored, or like is he okay? And I was just like,
So here's the thing. I didn't want to be mean and be like, all right, let's hurry it up.
right,
But also, I wanted
wanted
to
to
be
hurry.
mean and say, let's hurry it up.
right.
So you were like, I want to do this, and I was just like, because we had, like you said, we like walked all the way there.
Yeah.
It's like, we might as well like do everything you want to do. So I was just like, yeah. And I was just trying not to like think about how I was about to crap my pants. And we were 45 minutes away from our apartment.
We
And I
were.
wasn't about to try and take a poo-poo in a Goodwill or any public restroom, honestly.
They probably wouldn't have really had restrooms.
They may not have, especially in the COVID state that we're in. Not Massachusetts, like state of the world.
Yes.
So we're leaving, and Shelby goes, I want to duck into Dollar Tree real quick. And I looked
Which
at
was
her.
a block away from Goodwill.
I looked at her, and I was like, Shelby, I'm going to shit my pants. And she was like, we can go back to the apartment.
Yeah, I was like, I'm okay.
So we had a 45-minute walk ahead of us.
Oh my god.
Probably, like,
It was so bad.
halfway back,
The dehydration hit so hard.
I turned around and I thought Shelby was crying because of how much she was sweating. Like,
nope, just straight sweat.
Yeah, I mean, you were also in pain, and so I thought it was from that. You were like, my hip hurts. I was like, are you crying? Like, that's how bad? And you were like, no, I'm just sweating. And I was like, okay, well, that's good. Like, I'm sorry you're in pain, but also...
My face was so red. I mean, red. I'm a pretty sweaty bitch. Like, I sweat pretty easily. Oh, yeah. And my skin turns red really easily from, like, anything. Heat, stress, anything. Acne. I'm red all the time, but literally I didn't realize Spencer made a comment as we walked into the Goodwill how red I was. And I was like, I'm sure I'm red, but holy shit, when we got back, you looked so bad. I looked really terrible. Yeah. It was bad. I looked to anyone who passed me, I probably looked like sick, honestly.
The good news is
we made it.
I didn't shit my pants.
You didn't. I was concerned.
The feeling passed probably like 10, 15 minutes out. I felt better and I felt like I didn't need to. Still came back and, you know,
dropped a nice one.
No, I didn't even.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I sat down and I don't know.
Oh my God.
Maybe some bad gas that moved through me or something. I don't know. But I literally, like, I had the fear of, if there's a God, it was in me.
I was literally so stressed. I was like, because I was in pain for multiple reasons, but I was like, okay, gotta keep walking. I was like, if I'm the reason Spencer shits his pants, I was like, I gotta keep walking, keep pushing through. I was about to freaking give you the keys and be like, if I'm going too slow, just like go, like just literally go, because this is like,
I thought about that, but then I thought, what if I'm having explosive diarrhea when I get back to the apartment and I'm not able to get up to let Shelby back in?
I would have sat outside.
And you would have died out there.
Oh, that's very possible, actually.
So
yeah, we were both lightheaded. It was really stupid for us not to bring water.
Yeah,
like,
and I don't know why we didn't do that. I think the reason why is because we did the walk before.
We have, yeah.
But we did it in like fall, winter. No, it was winter,
it was like
maybe
spring.
Early spring.
Yeah.
So
cool.
it was still cool.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure we got a little sweaty, like walking, but like nothing to that extent. I mean, we should have still probably had water with us then even, but like, you know, we were not like profusely sweating.
I'm sure we were wrapped in a jacket.
Yeah,
like,
I think
it
we
was
had
definitely
at least sweatshirts
cold.
on.
Yeah.
So
it was dumb.
We almost died back-to-back Mondays. Not even. No, we didn't.
No, but it was very entertaining. That same day started my dresser. That was the same day as my dresser thing. Because we came back, we died. Like, oh my God, our legs were shot.
We streamed.
We streamed
that night.
We were so exhausted and dead. Like, we like barely talked. It just felt like I had no energy to like talk during streaming. And we were just like collapsed. But I was like, I saw these free books out there. I literally showered, like chilled for a minute so I could like not be red and like dying. And I was like, okay, I gotta go get those books. I gotta go get those books. And I looked at you and I was like, I know this is really stupid, but I'm going back out there for those books. And I just like walked out and did it. But it felt better the second time. It felt refreshing to like just be chill and walking and know I'm not walking 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I literally have bruises on my legs and my ankles are all cut up from another stupid decision I made walking, but lots of mistakes. I'm still sore 3 days later. Like my ankle feels like it's really tight and it hurts, but it's tight.
It's tight, girl.
But yeah, we make really, really dumb decisions.
But we learn from them.
Do we?
Like next time,
bring water.
Half a shot for the streams.
Yes. Bring water when we walk. It's really great when I tell like my parents are like, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? And I like tell them the little things.
Dehydrated 24/7. Not because we're
irresponsibly getting drunk for a stream that we're not prepared for. I tell them those stories because those are like the big moments that happen, and they just look at me and they're like, you're an idiot. And I'm like, listen, if there's anything bad I'm gonna do, at least it's only this level. Like there are so many other bad things I could do in life.
We could be carjacking, like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
we could be. I would think murder would top the list.
That'd be pretty bad. Yeah, I think so. My parents like to make fun of me because I do quote unquote irresponsible things and like spontaneous decisions in such the like goody two shoe way. Like I don't actually do anything wrong.
These are things,
but I just do dumb things.
18-year-old did it. You'd be like, you'd scold them a little.
Yeah, you'd be like, be smart.
You're 20. How old are we?
3.
23? We're going on 20. Wait,
You're going
I'm
on 24.
You're going
a baby,
on 24.
basically.
But you just turned.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. But yeah, like these are things that like a 23-year-old, you're just like, that's what you did with your weekend?
That's what you do for fun? What?
Like, but hey, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Are we having fun?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. That does it for our near-death experiences.
Hopefully we have no more.
Oh, we're gonna have more.
No.
But I don't know when they'll happen.
Hopefully not on another Monday.
Hopefully not on a Monday. Let's not make this a trend.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
Why would you even say it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't want this to continue. I know. That's why I'm saying I don't want this to continue. I'm saying it's done.
We're leaving Tuesday.
No, we're not. I'm saying we're done. That was the end of dying. Mondays, we're turning over a new leaf on Monday. It's going to be a beautiful day.
It's a good U2 song. All right.
We're going to bop that the whole ride. It's the only thing that's going to keep us alive.
Okay. So last thing that I wanted to talk about is
Spencer's failures.
My failures.
Here we go. This is finally Spencer's failures in life.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. So I guess this is your segment now. So go ahead. Berate me.
Here we go. Anyone who knows Spencer knows he's not a big goals guy. He's not a big New Year's resolution dude.
Right. Maintain.
If you ask him what his New Year's resolution is, I feel like I say resolution really weird. If you ask him every year what his New Year's resolution is,
or my revolution,
or his revolution, or his revelation,
that's my favorite
Hamilton line.
No, it's my favorite Bible.
Relevations.
Let's keep saying the
Relevations
wrong words.
34.
Let's keep saying the wrong words.
I like when the big monster comes out and eats us all. But anyway,
I like
the angels that set things on fire.
No, Austin 3:16.
What's that one?
Oh hell yeah.
Anyway, he always says his every year goal is to maintain.
Yeah,
He's
basically,
like, I'm
it's
just doing my thing. Keeping it
if
cool.
my life doesn't get worse,
that's a win.
Within the next year, I feel like I did a good job.
No, and
I feel like people set themselves up for failure. People go, I want to lose this much weight. I want to go to the gym more. Like, those people are the worst.
And no, I like to think of it as setting intentions on what you're going to focus on.
Yeah. You like to think that way.
I like to think that way.
I think a lot of people don't.
I just like,
a lot of people are like, when people say I want to start going to the gym more, they mean I'm going to go to the gym for January, February, and maybe a little bit of March.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to give up.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. And the people who do it, good on you. That's awesome. Like if you actually follow through on your. So I don't want to set myself up for failure.
I got it. I
want to be a winner at all times. Should I go to the gym more?
No.
Yeah. Will I?
No.
Probably not.
It was too expensive. So for the year 2020, things were, beginning of 2020, I think a lot of people were like, this is the year. We all thought this was the one. Spencer said, you know what, this year I'm going to set a goal. I'm going to set a goal to get 20 platinums in the year of 2020.
Yes.
He made a YouTube video about it. Everyone saw this goal and was like, wow.
Literally ones of views.
Everyone saw it and was like, whoa, Spencer's doing something big this year. It is the 8th month of the year.
Yes.
Can you please update? So you'd think realistically we're over halfway through the year.
Mm-hmm.
You should probably be over halfway through your platinums.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you in your platinum count?
I'm gonna set the scene a little bit better.
Okay.
Last year, my goal was 12 platinums. One a month.
One a month, yeah. Which you crushed.
Crushed it. Easy. I was done in August or September.
Honestly.
Maybe October, but I was done early.
Yeah.
So this year I decided I was going to do 24. I was like, I'm just going to double it. But then I liked the sound of 20 and 2020.
Right.
I'm going to say this also. A lot of people probably had their New Year's goals ruined by COVID, or at least they can blame it on that. I cannot blame.
Yours should have been easier, technically
speaking. I should have been done
months ago.
Yeah. I should have been done we went into quarantine in March. I should have been done in
like May.
March. I don't even have one a month. I think I'm sitting
You're at 7, I believe. Yeah. So how do you think you're going to get the rest of these by December 31st?
13.
I just want to say,
in 4.5 months.
you have now waited. I think you can do it. I really do. One,
I know I can do it.
One, I mean, last year was I'll say easy because you had so many like backlogged games that you just hadn't finished.
Yeah, but
there were like little things that you went and
That was me
finished.
this year.
Kinda,
like,
but I feel like you
January.
That's true. Yeah.
let's put that even into perspective. I got 5 of my 7.
And you haven't done. You've done 2 more since January. Okay, yeah, but you have now waited to get, what was it, 13?
Mm-hmm.
In the time of year that is arguably the busiest time of year.
Fourth quarter, baby.
For most people.
I'm a fourth quarter performer.
Yeah?
Yep, that's when I really show up. Late game, I'm going to hit all the shots.
I believe in you. Do you even have a picture of what those 13 games are going to be?
Glad you asked.
Are you going to you have a list, don't you?
So I have a list of games that I am prepared to grind and platinum.
Oh, God. It's going to be a fun end of the year.
This
is going to be our New Year's. It's him wrapping it up. It'll be December 31st.
This is in no particular order. There's no saying that I'll actually even be able to do these games in the time, but these are ones that like are on my short list of like I could give these a good hard look.
Okay.
We've got Red Dead Redemption 2. I need 44 more gold medals.
Right.
In that. You got The Witness.
That's true.
Basically, I just need to beat the game. Unravel, which seems
it's kind of annoying.
Like it probably won't happen. Far Cry 5. Gwent.
Oh my God, I forgot about that game.
I have to really look into that. Burly Men at Sea.
Oh yeah.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which
you're pretty close. That'll probably be your next one.
I'm like 3 away. Last of Us Part 2. Overcooked 2, which we're also extremely close on.
We are.
You and I just need to sit down and take the time to grind that.
Yeah.
Plants vs. Zombies.
You've been working on that forever. The mobile game,
but on the Vita. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
Really?
Because I cannot
isn't it random or whatever?
These 2 fucking plants for my Zen garden. I'll tell you what I'm not right now. I'm not very Zen. Sims 4. MLB The Show. MLB The Show I'm really close to. Like, I literally just need to take... Again, it's a matter of just taking the time. Erica, which we played last night.
Oh, yeah?
So now I need to just sit and do everything. I just have Lego written down. So that's gonna... But that's... The problem there is that's gonna come down to if...
I mean, you only have one kind downloaded right now.
Play the Lego games. We have Lego Harry Potter. Which is 2 games, and I feel like on the PS4 it'll count as 2 games. I also then have years 1 through 4 for the PS3. So if we really wanted to cheese it, we could do it again, but on the PS3. But that feels like a
way down the line.
That's happening next year.
Yeah, that's
probably.
Not 2020.
But like maybe the 1 through 4 on PS4 we get it done. Who knows? We also have Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, and we have Lego Avengers, I think.
And I think we finished Lego Avengers last year.
We finished Lego Marvel Superheroes 1.
Jesus.
There's a difference.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll allow it. And then Telltale, which we have
a bunch of
4 of those. But I think The Walking Dead doesn't have a platinum, but The Walking Dead 2 does, or vice versa.
Okay.
So...
I'm going to go back to what I said earlier. These are the things we do with our life.
Yeah. So wait, that was 1,
These
2...
are the goals we make.
So hang on. Not including Lego and Telltale, because that was super ambiguous. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 was my list, not including Lego and Telltale. Then, on top of that...
Oh my God.
Could potentially do Spyro 2 and Spyro 3.
True.
If I decide I'm not going to do that for my channel. Far Cry 3, I could do that on the PS3 as well. I'm actually close on the PS3. Wolfenstein is a game that I've started playing. Probably would be able to do it in that. God of War.
Oh, yeah.
If I end up playing that, which I probably will try and beat that before the end of the year. I would probably want to try and beat that specifically before PS5. But that'll kind of depend on backwards compatibility and all that stuff. Shadow of War, I platinum Shadow of Mordor, so I see myself platinuming that, but I was thinking about streaming that, so that could potentially have to wait. I got options.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's just gonna be a very, I'll say, busy end of the year.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that by the end of August, I have 3 more. Which I need to basically average 3 a month.
Yeah.
Fuck. But I'm thinking I'll have MLB, Assassin's Creed, and then we could probably get Overcooked 2 done.
Yeah. No, we definitely could.
And then once we finish Last of Us Part 2 for the channel, which you can go watch the entire playthrough over on my specific YouTube channel.
Yeah, what's that called?
Basement Gamer. I got it all locked down, man.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
You can watch Shelby and I play through that. Once we beat that, I'll be able to go back in and kind of do all that stuff.
We make the weirdest goals.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the things we aim to do. I feel like people look at us and they're like, why?
I mean...
Why are you doing that?
Like, okay, like, I could just play video games every day, but, like, at least I'm, like, pushing myself to, like, do something. I don't know.
I mean, you truly experience every aspect of the game.
I try. I experience every aspect of the game that the developers want me to.
Yeah.
Like, theoretically, if you will. Fallout 4. Platinumed it. There are a couple of side quests that I did not finish in that game. I know. It's not that great of a game. It's good. It was worth platinuming because it's like one of those open world games, and I was like, how do I do everything? Did it all.
Right.
Air quotes. And then, once I had the platinum, it was just kind of like, I think I've had enough of this world.
Yeah, I get that.
You know?
Yeah.
You know? We're losers. It's
Yeah.
fine. I got so many other games that I need to play. Who knows if for PS Plus one of these months we get like a cool, easy walkthrough type game. Boom. There's another. So
honestly, Erica was like such a weird but like kind of cool experience. Like game is basically an interactive movie, I'll put it that way. A simplified version of Bandersnatch, if anyone did that. Which we never did that. That'd be a fun like Halloween weird like mind bending experience. Anyway, I feel like we could do an entertaining like video about that. That wouldn't like sit through the whole thing. I don't know what it would be, but I feel like it's just like a weird experience, you know, with a creepy story.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Also, I just like, I don't know where I was gonna go with that, but I'm now just being like everyone who makes fun of our goals, and we just like go back into our little apartment and work on our own little things all the time.
I didn't like how you just did things with your hands.
I feel like we just like hide in the shadows and do weird things.
What we do in the shadows?
Yeah.
That's a show we need to watch.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that the vampire one?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh yeah, and I've started a list of things I want to watch in the fall time. And it's a weird list of scary and not scary movies. It's just things I like want to get hyped about this fall. That's it. So if you ever have any recs, send them my way. Cause I'm always up for a good time. And I'll probably update on Instagram, cause that's where I am the most about what I've watched, how I feel. Always asking for extra ideas on there. Love chatting with people.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun time. Anything else?
Last but not least.
Oh God, I forgot.
Bug snacks. So a man decided, I don't remember his Twitter username, but he decided to tweet and say that he thinks that he will be getting bug snacks for himself as much as he is getting it for his kids. And Sony replied and said, you know what they say about a family that plays bug snacks together. And I think that's foolish. This is a terrible father. You shouldn't be subjecting your kids to the horrors of the land and island of Bugsnax. I thought it was really funny that this guy clearly doesn't know. And it made me think about all the times that, parents have gone to the internet.
Sausage party?
For, yeah.
Like, it's one of those situations. Because, well, I'm not saying this game couldn't be played by kids, but isn't it possibly going to have, like, kind of creepy underlying...
Yeah, I think it's going to be like, yeah.
Yeah. So, obviously, Sausage Party was an extreme version of this, but where parents literally thought it was just an animated film and didn't pay attention to ratings or who made it or anything else.
Yeah, it's literally rated R, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like somebody, I remember for an Assassin's Creed game or something, it was rated M because it had nudity in it. Mm-hmm. And somebody went to like a Reddit thread and was just like, hey, just curious, like how bad's the nudity? I was thinking about getting this for like my 10-year-old son.
Bad's
and I was
the
like,
nudity.
10 years
old.
What
question is that?
Dude, the game is called Assassin's Creed. You're literally going up and slitting people's throats. The titties are not going to affect your son. It's going to be the shit that he sees when you're stabbing and slashing and like, that's the stuff I wouldn't want my kid to see.
But there's a lot of people way more worried about nudity.
I know,
which is insane to me.
Yeah,
but
like, look at them.
Yeah.
The tits. It's a
tits.
pee-pee.
They're just tits.
Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. No, but, it's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, there's people way more worried about that. I mean, that was also...
it's just really funny. Like, this guy clearly has not been following the news. That, like, unless they're pulling our leg. And it
or, I mean, when he said kids, maybe they were teenagers. And he, like, was like, oh, I'm going to doubt that. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I think it was like...
I have kids and this is an animated...
like a kiddie game.
It does. Yeah. I mean, hey, maybe as we get closer and more comes out about it, he'll like see.
Reviews. I can see them already.
Wasn't that also an issue with Deadpool? Because people were just like, oh, it's a superhero. Let me bring my kid to a superhero movie. But Deadpool has like so much more intense gore.
It's rated R.
And it's like inappropriate in so many instances.
Like, there are some R-rated movies that, yes, you can get away with.
Yeah.
Like showing to like a 13-year-old, right?
Yeah.
But if it's called PG-13,
called that the rating is right in front of you.
If it's called R, or M or whatever, it's that for a reason.
Yeah.
It hit a certain threshold of things that got it to that point. If you're all of a sudden upset that it had the things that an R-rated movie has, you're an idiot.
I know. You're the one who made the decision.
You're clearly somebody who doesn't wear a mask. And so with that, I think that's a good place to wrap up. I thought that was funny, though, about Bugsnax. And just, like, again, we still just don't know, But that does it for episode 7. I'm going to update the sheet so we know next time.
That it's 8.
It'll be episode 8 until we go, oh, we didn't update the sheet, and then we update it. So that does it for episode 7 of What's Happening. We will be back
listening
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, hopefully with some adventure stories.
Yes, we're going on a little trip. You'll have more adventures probably to talk about than I do, but it'll be fun. We have a video coming out next week that we're working on now, and it is how we eat when
that sounds
trying
so
to
exciting.
prepare to go home.
Look at a video of how we eat.
So you can see just how on top of it we are. We really pace it out perfectly. We're rationing for the apocalypse. So yeah, be sure to check that out over on the channel. Obviously, you can find us on our respective channels.
Yes.
You can find us on our respective social medias with the same names.
We're very on top of it.
Follow us on Twitch, though we won't be streaming until after we get back, which won't be until the 20th. We might stream the 25th. 5th,
maybe. I don't know. But I'll try my best to get some of those highlight reels out. So if you are interested, those will probably be on your YouTube because uploading them to Twitch goes weird sometimes. Yeah. But yeah. Or, they'll always be updated on Spencer's Twitter.
Right. Cool. That does it.
That does it. Hopefully no more smell updates. Hopefully there'll probably be more trash updates.
If you haven't, if you enjoyed it, please rate the podcast. Let us know.
Share it with friends.
Share it with some friends. And if you're here because of the Michelle Obama podcast, thank you so much for listening and sticking with us through this. Michelle, congratulations again
Yeah.
on your podcast.
Doing great things.
You deserve
always
the best. And if you could just, I know you're busy, but next time if you could give us a shout out.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet, but
I'm going
so
to.
maybe you did.
I think I'm going to do that
But
on our trip.
if you didn't, if you could go ahead and shout us out, it'd be greatly appreciated. We will see you guys again next week for some food content. Go figure. And we'll be back here to talk about everything that's happening. What's happening, if you will.
Let's do it.
See you then.
Bye.